see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
Hello everyone, this is Chong. I am a Grand President Millionaire here in WORlD Global Network with my amazing wife, Natita Chong. My goal today in the next few minutes is to give you a video that gives you the details of WORlD Global Network compensation plan and a little bit of strategy as well to share with you how in the last 11 months since we launched our business, we've been able to create some tremendous results, not just for ourselves, but for the people in our organization. So guys, make sure you have a notepad and a piece of paper to take down these notes. We recorded it so you can go back and keep on watching it, but my goal is to go through this quickly and for you to understand this really, really well and know how to build the business in WORlD Global Network. So guys, let's go through it, guys. Actually, before I start, what's very important, guys, is what I'm giving you today, and I repeat myself, what I'm giving you today is based on my knowledge of the comp plan till this date. It doesn't mean that what I'm saying today is from a corporate standpoint. I'm a team member. I represent the field, not the corporate. So any of these could be changed at any time based on corporate, and it could be a misinterpretation from my side as well. But guys, with what I know, I think I'm pretty accurate. But once again, I just don't want you to say to corporate, well, Chad said this about the comp plan. How come it's not that? Always check with your back office. Always check with the policies and procedures. Always check with the current compensation plan and refer to this if you want to. But this is my interpretation. So guys, once again, I'm not speaking on corporate. I'm here to share with you my interpretation of the compensation plan document found in your back office. So always good to go through a back office, get that document, and if you feel some inconsistency, always go with the back office, not what I have to write on board. So let's get started, guys. Here's the list that I want to go through today. There's the 10 bonuses that you see in the back office and comp plan. It's here. I'm going to go through each one, and also I'm going to go through 10 points. So 20 points. I'm going to spend a few minutes on each so you guys understand totally about our compensation plan. So number one, packages. Well, first thing to note is that we have different countries. We are open in 195 countries around the world. You need to first look at the pay plan country list. On that list, you'll see your country and it will refer to some numbers. It will say red plan or blue plan, and each plan have different packages. So don't worry about it. Here is a general overview. Each pack will give you certain qualifications if you're red or blue plan, and each pack has different bundles or different products that come in it. So my thing to you is to just look at what plan gets you to that 10 or 20% team bond commission, which I'll talk about in a second. But this is how I share the plan, right? Whether in the blue plan or the red plan, this is what I say to people. How many people in this world do you love and love you back? And if the answer is more than one, then guess what? You probably want a bundle because the bundle will give you a better saving. That is the best approach. So for example, if you're on a blue plan and there is the premium pack, there's the family pack, and there's the single pack, for example, I want you to have a business mindset. I don't want you to say, hey, let's get in with the cheapest way. No. Come in with what you need. If you say, look, I don't need a helo, there are ways. If you say, look, I need 1 helo, if I need 3 helos, if I need 10 helos, you decide what you need, and based on what you need, guess what? There will be a corresponding package. For myself and my family, there's my wife, there's my kids. So guess what? The premium pack made more sense to me because each pack that you buy gives you biggest savings. My goal is to save money. Hopefully you guys like to save money as well. And at the same time, I want those people involved to have those packs. So when it comes to the packages, guys, when I share that in a presentation, I simply say, how many people do you love and love you back? Count in your fingers. Well, that will most likely be the pack that you might want to get to give you the biggest savings. So I'm going to talk between blue and red a lot. first thing to do is go into the pay plan country list and see if you're red or blue, and look at your corresponding numbers to see if it's 250, 500 for red, 100, 500, 60, 250 for the red, or blue 100, 500, 62, 250. Not 252, 250. And I'll go through that in a second. But guys, so when you start, you have three options. Option A, B, and C. You'll see. A means, hey, that you just want to refer people to use this products. That works in the blue plan. You can refer people and earn commissions. In the red plan, for you to become a team member, you need to purchase a pack. The second option is to sign a CRP, which means that, the second option is you just want to be a customer. So if you just want to be a customer, you can buy the product, but if you are a customer, you can only buy single products. You can't buy the bundles, which is savings. So, and the third option is that, hey, I want to refer people and I want to get products for myself. If you want to do those two, you get access to the bundles. Now, in the blue plan and red plan, you have different options, right? Now, you have to clearly look at the SV. SV stands for sales volume. You got to clearly look at the sales volume that gives you that percentage. So let's get into the red plan right now. So if you're on the red plan, and there's the red plan, there is the 250, 500, there is the 100, 500, and there's the 60, 250. This refers to you being a team member partner, and this refers to you to be a team member executive. A team member partner gives you a 10% commission on the dual team, and a team member executive gives you a 20% commission on the dual team. So very simple. For the red plan, if you come in with a pack that's 250 volume, 100 volume, or 60, that gives you 10%. So how do you know if you are 250, 100, 60? Once again, go to country pay plan list. Look at your country. If your country is 100, 500, then the package that you buy with 100 points gives you 10%. The package that you buy with 500 points gives you 20%. So that's how you do between the 10 and 20% for the red. Now for the blue, it's very simple, it's very similar. For the blue plan, there's only two. That's the 100, 500, and there is the 60 and 250. Now, just remember this. Red, for simplicity reasons, red means buy and blue means sell. So the primary difference between the red and blue is that requirements are based on the red, what you buy, on the blue, what you sell. That's the main difference. So in the blue plan, this refers to team member partner at 10%. Once again, this refers to team member executive at 20%. Well, this time for the blue, it's not based on what you buy, it's based on what you sell. So if you come into the business and you sign as a blue member, you sign a CRP, you are a member under blue plans once you sign that CRP and you are active for 30 days. I'll talk about the active status a little bit later, but I just want to say for the blue plan, you're active for 30 days. But for you to earn the commission, you need to be what we call a team builder. And I'll talk about that in a second as well. In the team builder, this is you. When you sell 100 on the left and 100 on the right, personal sales, meaning that people you personally introduced to the business, you sold on the left 100 and on the right 100, you are a team member partner at 10%. And I'll talk in a second as well what is a binary, because you have some newbies here, some new people here, you're not sure what a binary or dual team is. I'll share that with you in a second. This is what you call, this is a team builder partner because you are at 10%. But everyone, you should aim to become a team builder executive where this is you, and you sell at least 500 left, 500 left and right. Now this gives you 20%. This gives you 10%. So in the blue plan, ladies and gentlemen, when you sell 500 left, 500 right personally, you are at 20%. Now, how do you get from a team builder partner to a team builder executive? You just keep on selling to your personal people you introduce. So you might sell personally to 5 more people here that you personally introduce into the business. And this is an open-ended time frame. And I'll talk about periods in a second, but in our company, we do nothing monthly. Everything is based on periods or cycles. So if you hear me say cycle or you hear me say period, it's the same thing. It's basically, and I'll talk about the closing, soft closing, it's basically a Tuesday, Los Angeles Standard Time to a Tuesday, Los Angeles Standard Time, Los Angeles Eastern Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, Los Angeles, California. Now, so this is an open time frame. You can bring this person this week, next month, 6 months. As long as you accumulate 500, and on this side, maybe you sign a person on a family pack with 500 points, for example, this puts you at a personal of over 500, now you're upgraded to 20%, and you're upgraded to team builder executive. See, what you see here, guys, is based on someone you personally introduce. So if this person, so let's say this person here brought in 500 here and 500 here. This person is a team builder executive, but you are not, because this sales was not directly from you. For you to be a team builder executive, the 500 left and right has to come from you personally. But don't worry, in terms of the compensation plan, all volume, left and right, counts towards what we call your TVC, team volume commission. So, this is the difference between the blue plan, red plan. To tell you the difference between 100 and 500 and the 60 and 250. Obviously, this is the 100 and 500 example. For the 60 and 250, all you got to do to be a team builder executive, make this 250, team builder executive, sell 250. And in the blue plan, for team builder partner, is 60 left and right. The next thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is payments. Well, guys, once you choose your pack, there's so many ways to do payment in our company. I have some notes here. Once you fill in the form and you select to check out, guys, you can pay by credit card. And once again, what I'm saying here, guys, every country is different. So some countries they might not have credit card. You see your options here. I'm just talking about the options. Some countries have bank transfer, some don't. So whatever options are there for you to pay is the options available to you. But I want to go through some options some people might not know. So credit card is obvious. One thing I'll advise you, if you're in a new country, some credit card companies, they don't recognize WORlD Global Network because it's new and you're putting a amount on a credit card. So if it doesn't go through, what I suggest is call the bank and say, look, I'm going to put through a credit card payment. It didn't go through. Please let it through. Keep them on the phone. And what we found, sometimes when you call credit card, you might call into a customer service center that has very low level of coverage for the customer, for you. So what I've done is I say, hey, put me to the highest authority, and that authority is generally the fraud department. So sometimes I call and say, hey, please put me to the fraud department because I'm putting through a purchase that is not fraud. I want to do this. So put me to the highest level, because the highest level have the highest clearance and they can see more things than the standard customer service rep. So that helps with payment. Bank transfer, a cool one is called forward to. One of the questions I get a lot is, hey, can I use multiple credit cards for multiple accounts? Well, the answer is yes, but it's very secure. If you've done this industry before, what some companies allow you to do is, hey, here's my credit card, I'll give it to you. When you sign up, you put in my credit card details. But you could take my credit card details and give it to someone else, and then they can charge my card, and next thing I know, I'm in debt a lot of money. So how do we do it in WORlD Global Network? We keep it secure. So let's say this is you, This is your this is your account in WORlD Global Network, WGN, WORlD Global Network, and your credit card details are here, okay? Then you sign up Bob. There's an option called forward to. Forward to. At the payment screen, don't click on credit card, don't click on bank transfer. If you click forward to, you got to put in the username of what you are. So let's say your username is 123, okay? You say forward to 123. What happens is, boom, straight away, you get a notification. You go into your back office and click forward to invoices. You open up the invoice and it says, Bob wants you to pay. You say accept or decline. If you accept it, guess what? If you accept it, you continue the checkout process with inside your secure back office with your credit card. So this way, if you have, you know, Susan, Bill, Peter, if they want to give you cash and they don't have credit cards, guess what? You get all these people to forward the payment to you, and you check out yourself in your back office with your credit card. So what you're doing, you're paying with your credit card, but in your secured back office, and you're not giving your credit card details to these people that you might not know. So the forward to payment is excellent. One credit card per account. So if your credit card is in your account, well, that's where it has to be. But let's say you say, oh, you know what? I borrowed my sister's credit card to sign up. Now my sister can't sign up because I'm using a credit card. Well, you can go into the settings, delete that credit card from the back. Once it's deleted, your sister can use it again to put on, and you can put on your own credit card. The next thing is you can pay by a wallet. You might have some members that have commissions in their WORlD Global Network wallet, and guess what? You say, hey, you log into your back office. When you click on wallet, you can log in to your wallet and just pay through it. So another option is, you know, your friend wants to sign up, they give you the cash. At the payment, when you use wallet, you click on it, you sign in, and it'll show your wallet, you pay through your wallet. The next one is called iPayout. That's really cool. iPayout is a third party that we use to help with some processing, but they give some really cool options like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a currency right now that a lot of people use, and guess what? You can pay using Bitcoin to pay for your packages in WORlD Global Network. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so we talked about the packages, we talked about the payment CRP, we talked about a red, blue plan, all those differences. Now, let's go to the basic. What is a binary? Every compensation plan, well, you know what? In the world, if you get paid for doing something, it's called a compensation plan. So if you work for McDonald's, guess what? The compensation plan is you get $6 an hour. That's the compensation plan. If you work at an executive level in a corporate, here's your compensation plan, here's your bonus structure. Every way of earning, there's a compensation plan. So in WORlD Global Network, we have a compensation plan that is that has a structure called a binary or a dual team structure. There's so many different structures out there. I'm not gonna go through that today, but in my opinion, in our 19 years, my wife and I combined over 30 years of experience in network marketing. Our opinion is the binary is an amazing compensation plan that, in my opinion, our opinion is the most lucrative, and what I like about it, it has a lot of speed. So for the people who's new, what is a binary? Binary or dual team stands for binary two, dual team, dual means two. We are here required to build two sales organization. In our company, we draw circles. This represents you, and we draw it up. So for a seasoned networker here, guys, the structure goes up, not down, please. It's very important that you make it a habit to draw up. Some of you never draw up before. Guess what? Start to draw up because it can confuse people. So let's say you start drawing down, all right? And Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A is on your left, Mr. B is on your right if you draw down, right? But sometimes when you flip it across, A comes here and B comes here. When you flip it, right? So sometimes you say, hey, Mr. A, go to your right. You'll be like, okay, are you talking Mr. A right here or Mr. A right there? So guys, in WORlD Global Network, only draw up, do not draw down, because it will confuse you and your team, And once you place someone in the structure, ladies and gentlemen, the process for you to change that position is difficult, which I love. Why I love that, guys, is because WORlD Global Network is a very compliant company. We want to make sure that people are not doing any tricky stuff to game it. Gaming meaning is not giving the benefit, the right type of benefit. So if you do a wrong structure placement, contact customer service ASAP. To get customer service details, either go to WORldGN.com, or if you go to CN, C for Chad or Chinita, N for Nat or Natita, CNWorldGN.com. The customer service details are there. That's a huge resource site for everyone. So guys, for people who don't know what a binary is, guys, it's really simple. You're here to build two sales organizations. That's how I put it. Everyone that you bring into your business, you get to decide if they go into sales organization A or B, left or right. Generally speaking, we say left or right. So over here is your left side. Over here is your right side. Your goal is to build two sales organizations. So the first person you sign up, let's say you put it on the left, call that Mr. A. The next person you sign up, you put on the right, Mr. B. You get to determine left or right if you are the sponsor. How do you determine that, ladies and gentlemen? In the back office, on the dual team, on the strategy, it's always set to automatic. Important. It's set to automatic. If you don't want it to be automatic, you have to set it to the left, then sign that person up or let the person sign up and he'll go to the left. If you want it on the right, you set it to the right, then let the person sign up on your link or you sign up for them, they will go to the right. If not, it will be placed on automatic. Now, if it's on automatic, the question is, where do they go? The first person that signs up under automatic will always go to your team leg, So, which is your team leg? Well, guess what? If you are in the business, guess what? Someone had to bring you into business. So let's say Bob brought you into business. So let's say this is Bob. Okay, Bob has a right leg and a left leg. So let's say this is Bob's left leg. So you are on Bob's right leg, which means that Bob can only place people down here and here on the left and right. In WORlD Global Network, guys, we can only place people on the top right and on the top left. You cannot place people in here on the inside. This is impossible in our company, which I love. For the seasoned networker, that's a great thing. Why? Because you cannot game it. For the people who doesn't know what I'm talking about, just say it is it's a great way for us to build a business. So knowing this, Bob can only put people left and people right. Bob cannot put people here. So guess what? On your right leg, it's called the team leg. Why? Because it's you and Bob and whoever else is in your business that can place people over here. Your left leg in this situation is your personal leg. So the left leg is a personal leg, the right leg is the team leg in this scenario. But let's say, look at Sally. Where's Sally's team leg? Well, Sally's team leg is on the left, right? Sally's team leg is on the left, and personal leg is on the right. So the simple way to ask it is, hey, Bob, am I on your left leg or am I on your right leg? Bob says, hey, you are on my right leg. Well, then guess what? Right is your team leg. Sally asks Bob, hey, Bob, am I on your left leg or the right leg? Sally says, I'm on your left leg. Well, okay, then Sally's left leg is the team leg. So if you set it to automatic, this is you. Guess what? I'm going to change these numbers. The first person you bring into the business, so this is you. If you leave it on automatic, the first person you go into business will always go onto your team leg here. So the first person will go here. If you leave it on automatic, the second person will go here. This is your personal leg. So that's the placement strategy that the company does. This is what I want to tell every one of you. It is very important, and I repeat, it's very important that if you're new to this, just leave it to automatic. Just leave it to automatic. Let the company place for you left and right. So first one goes into the team leg, second one goes into personal leg, and it'll keep swapping every single person that comes in. It does not look at the volume of your lesser leg for the placement. It always goes team leg, personal leg, team leg. It'll keep on switching till you decide to change the strategy. So I shared with you what it took to be a team builder executive and a team builder partner in terms of 20%, 10%. How do we calculate it? That's the next thing. So let's do this. Every period or cycle, there's volume created. So this is you. And let's say this is all your team on the right. Well, let's draw it in a way that people understand. All right. So let's say this is you on, this is your right leg. You have these sales organization that is growing. Okay. And this is your left leg. What the company does at every period or every cycle, which is generally a 7-day, it's generally 7 days, a Tuesday, they look at your total volume on the left. If your total volume on the left is 10,000 and the total volume on the right is 13,000, how do you get paid? Now, how to this point? If someone comes in with a family pack, generally it's 500 points. Someone comes in with a premium pack, it's 750 points. Someone pays their loyalty membership is 30 points. Someone buys a Hilo, let's say it's 100 points. Someone buys, whatever they buy is, 250 points. So every time when someone buys something in that period, volume is created and they give you a total. How you look at team volume commission is two ways. Sometimes you hear people say, hey, it's 20% on the lesser leg, or it's a 10% matching volume on each leg. Because sometimes when people say 20% on the lesser leg, what about the strong leg? What about the other leg? Well, guys, I want to tell you something. In this compensation plan, you're only here to build 2 legs. How many people you need to introduce to start this business? 2, right? Left and right. If you are a seasoned professional, or if you're new to direct sales and network marketing, follow your mentor to teach how to bring 2 people. If you've done other compensation plan like a uni level, you need at least 3 to 5 to make some kind of decent money. Some of them you need 10 to 12 to make great money. In WORlD Global Network, in our dual team, you only need 2. So I tell people, don't look, they say the grass is greener on the other side, but here's the facts. In WORlD, you just need 2, and with the 2, we are the most lucrative compensation plan out there. So when you look at this, it's the same thing. 20% of the lesser leg, which is lesser? This is the lesser leg. 20% of 10,000 if you're team builder executive equals 2,000. Or you can say, hey, it's 10% of the matching volume of each leg. So what is 10% of the matching volume? Well, 10,000 here. The matching volume is also 10,000 here. So this is the matching volume, right? So 10% of the matching volume from each leg. So this is just playing with numbers. What 10%? What is 10% of 10,000 equals 1,000? What's 10% of 10,000 equals 1,000? You add these 2 numbers together, it's 2,000, which is the same as 20% of the lesser leg. So, hey, tomato, it's the same maths that you see here. So basically that's what we do, guys. You build a business, and I like to say it's like if you own a traditional business, if you own an accounting firm, you have a marketing department, you have a sales department, you have so many departments, right? Well, in WORlD Global Network, you are the boss of your own business, and guess what? There is only 2 departments, a left sales organization and a right sales organization. So anyway, that is what a binary is. That's how we calculate your team volume commission in the dual team. Okay, guys, the next thing I want to share with you right now is about your business center 2 and 3. A lot of people say, hey, how does my business center 2 or 3 come out? Do they come in later? Do I have it at the beginning? How do I activate it? Do I need to activate it? I understand that each business center gives you a maximum of 200,000 team volume commission a period or a cycle. Yes, that is true. So you have 3 business centers. 3 business centers equals $600,000 that you can earn maximum in team volume commission. On a red plan, the only way to get 3 business centers if you are a team builder executive, which means that you need to buy the pack that gives you the status as team builder executive, And in the red plan, that refers to a pack of at least 500 or 250, depending on which country you're in. And in the blue plan, you have 3 business centers there when you begin. Now, how do you activate business centers 2 and 3? That is only activated for everyone once you become a team developer. You cannot have business center 2 and 3 till you become a team developer, and I'll tell you what that is in a second, how to become a team developer. But how do you visualize the 3 business centers? Well, everybody here, so let's say this is you, this is Bob, this is Sally, this is Paul. Well, every one of our accounts, we have 3 business centers inside each account. Remember, once you become a team builder executive, that is when accounts 2 and 3 is open for you. Plus, you need to become a team developer for that to occur. So, when you can benefit from Business Center 2 and 3 is 2 things. One, you have to be team builder executive or team member executive. And 2 is you got to be a team developer, right? So once you do that, but I want to share with you strategy. If you look here, this is my Business Center 1, this is Business Center 2, Business Center 3. So if you look here, if you connect the dots, my Business Center 1 have a left leg and a right leg. Remember, to earn commissions, you need to have volume on the left and volume on the right. If you look at Business Center 1, is there volume on the left? Yes. Volume on the right? Yes, there is. If you look at Business Center 2, is there volume on the left? Yes. Volume on the right? No. Look at Business Center 3, volume on the right? Yes. On the left? No. So realistically, another way to say is that each business that you create or each account that you have, and you should only have one, Natia and I only have one account, each account gives you the ability to build 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because in here, there's Business Center 1, there's a left leg, right leg. Business Center 2, there's a left leg, right leg. Business Center 3, there's a left leg, right leg. But I urge all of you, Natia and I, at this point, even at the highest rank, and we max out our business centers, we still only build on Business Center 1. You'd be like, but Chad, you're missing out on the volume of 2 and 3. Well, guess what? Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. It is important to support your team. So as my team grows, guys, one of the things that me and Natia always do is we always feed the new people that comes into business. So imagine I decide to start building this business center, and this is the last person that joined. He's stuck. Now he has to build 2 himself. And I'm building here. Well, guys, guess what? Right now, we still build Business Center 1. Why? Because there's a thing called matching bonus. In my opinion, the matching bonus will pay you more on the long term than from Business Center 2 and 3. Why? Because the matching bonus, it goes down to 10 generations and it's virtually unlimited, where else Business Center 2 and 3 is limited, but you are taking away the support structure for the newest people in your organization. So my goal to you guys, do not build 3 business centers. That is my strategy for you. In Natia, we don't build 2 business centers. So what? So me and Natia, we don't build 2 business centers. We just still build 1. Why? Because numbers don't lie. We want to be in a position where we help others. Guys, we say in this industry, for you to win, you help other people win. And that's the reason why we still build 1 business center, so we can keep on helping people to win. So here's the placement strategy. There's between Business Center 2 and 3. As you build Business Center 2, there's a left and right. There's that 10 or 20%, so on and so forth. Like I said, this is for later on. The purpose of this video for you to understand that. And we'll talk about carry forward. This volume here, if you are active, and I'll talk about active and inactive later. If you're on active here, this volume will keep on banking. So what does that mean? If there's 10,000 points here, and there's 13,000 points here, ladies and gentlemen, in Business Center 1, the left leg's 13, the right leg is 10. There's a left and right, you get paid. Business Center 2, the right leg is 10,000, the left leg is 0. So guess what? Period, let's say this is period number 100. You have a carry forward of 10,000. This is for Business Center 3. Let's say that period number 101, it does 20,000. The right is 20, the left is 0. So guess what? 20,000 plus 10, now you have 30,000 carry forward. So as you build this business, don't worry. Business Center 2 and 3 will keep on banking volume for you as long as you stay active, and you can use it later on for you to pay. So for you to get paid out. So that is placement strategy. The next thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is the active status. How to stay active if you are on the red plan, and how to stay active if you are on the blue plan. So on the red plan, it is very simple. Red, to stay active, you need to buy 30 SV or buy, can't spell, that's okay, buy and resell 30 SV from your inventory. Now, what does that mean? Let's talk about the red plan. The easiest way, guys, the 30 SV is to be on a loyalty membership. That's the easiest. Now, what does buy and resell? So 30 SV could be, you could buy a Hilo that is 60 or 100 SV. So you bought a Hilo for, let's say, 60 SV. Guess what? That's more than 30, right? So you buy it and you resell it. So this is what I mean buy and resell. But you got to do it in that period. You can't buy it and you're active for that period, right? And then you resell it 3 periods from now. You're not active in that third period. So whenever you buy for yourself or buy to resell, in that period or cycle, you are active for 30 days. So the simplest way to do it, guys, be on loyalty membership. Just be on loyalty membership and you are set on the red plan. You are active. Now, what about the blue plan? All right. So the blue plan, to be active, you need to sell 30 SV to reset or to reset your 30 days. So every time you sell 30 SV, you get extended a further 30 days. So let's say this is the month of August. Okay? This is day number 1, day number 15. This is day number 31. Okay? Does August have 30 or 31 days? Let's say 31. So this is you. Let's say on the 1st, you sign up Bob. Bob comes in with a premium pack, and that's 750 points depending on where you are. So let's say 750 SV. Is that greater than 30? Yes. So now from August 1st for the next 30 days, you are active. So the best thing to do, guys, is log into your back office, click on business, and see your active status. It'll tell you how long you're active for, right? Now, let's say on the 15th, you had Sally who joined last month. Bob is someone you personally introduced. Sally is someone you personally introduced. Sally buys her loyalty membership. Is it greater than 30? Yes. So guess what? You are extended for 30 days because Bob bought a pack. But on the 15th of August, Sally, she bought her loyalty membership again. Guess what? Now you extend it from the 15th for another 30 days. So guess what happens? On the, let's say the last day of the month, you have Peter who said, I'm going to buy an Infolio. Let's say the Infolio, I'm not sure how many SV it is, but I know the Infolio is greater than 30 SV. Guess what? Now you're extended from the 31st to another 30 days. But guess what? Come back to the 1st of September. Bob now is on loyalty membership. Loyalty membership more than 30. Guess what? You here had 30 days more on the last day, but on the 1st of the month, you had someone else, so now you extend another 30. Then Sally comes in without loyalty on the 15th, you extend it for another 30. So all it means is when your frontline, what is your frontline or what is your first generation? So you sponsored Chad, I'm your first generation, congratulations. You sponsored Natita, she's your first generation. You sponsored Nat, he's your first generation. So the people that you personally introduced to the business, that you put the sponsor ID as you, they're your first generation. So the people I introduce is your second. To stay active on a blue plan is based on that first generation purchasing over 30 points to extend an extra 30 days. Purchasing means they could come in for the first time, get a brand new purchase, or their second, third, fourth order, which could be the loyalty membership or not. So here's the blue plan, how to stay active, and the red plan is to buy and resell at the same time, or just to buy for yourself. So the simple thing to do, the minimum, let's say you just have one person on your front line that sells on loyalty membership, then you're pretty safe. But to be extra safe, obviously, the more people you have on the front line, your 30 days keep on extending. So that is the active status that we're talking about. I'll talk about carry forward in a second, but the loyalty membership, guys, is amazing. You just need 30 points to stay active. Obviously, 30 points, the best way to get 30 points is the loyalty membership. I'm not really going to go through what the loyalty membership is today, but I want to share with you one of the biggest benefits about WORlD Global Network is the retention rate in direct sales and network marketing is around 8 to 12% in most companies. In WORlD Global Network right now, our loyalty membership is at 74%. The last I was told, it was 74%, which is huge. And it is seasoned professional. Guess what? 74% is crazy. I mean, back in the day, if we had 20%, that would be great. But over here, it is 74%. So the loyalty membership, guys, I want to make it very clear. Do not combine the fact that the loyalty membership is just to stay active. The loyalty membership gives you the pro plan for those users, to give you the protection plan. After you're a loyalty member for 3 months, the protection plan kicks in. Gives you that 75 loyalty points for every $59 you put in. So I want you to put this in your mind. You may say, why am I paying for a loyalty member now? My product is coming next week, or my product comes in 2 weeks. Well, the loyalty membership gives you that whole host of benefits, just not the active status. So keep that in mind. You may say like, well, you know what? I've been on holiday for 2 months. My product, I have not touched it yet. Why have I paid loyalty membership for 2 months? Is because you get the other things like the protection plan, like the 75 points. So every time you're loyalty membership, you have the points there. So the loyalty membership is the best way to stay active. And going back to what active gives you, all right, I need to go back to what active gives you. So active gives you the ability, when you are active in the blue and red plan, okay, gotta change pins. If you're active in a blue and red plan, it just means it gives you the ability to keep current generated volume, so team volume commission. So the current volume that's generated in this period. So for example, period number 200, okay? Your left leg has 10,000. Your right leg has 25,000. Then the carry forward on the left leg is 0 because you got paid out commissions. And on the right leg, because remember, it's the matching, you got a minus 10,000. So the leftover is 15,000. So your carry forward is 15,000 on right leg. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that when period 201 starts, guess what? You have already 15,000 team volume commission right there, ready for you to bring on. So let's say 201 did the same volume. So 201 did 10,000 and 25,000, the same volume. Guess what happens? The total here is 25, 30, 40,000. Right? That's your total. So look at the lesser leg. This is it. So you get paid out commissions on this. You minus 10,000 here. Now your carry forward is 30,000. So if you look over here, 30,000. So period, guess what? Period 202, sorry. On the left leg is the new volume, and your right leg, you already have 30,000 there. So this is how we do carry forward. If you are active, you keep the current volume and you don't lose carry forward volume. So if you are not active, how do you become not active? On the blue plan, your first 30 days you are active on the blue plan. Your first 30 days you're active on the blue plan. And within that 30 days, if you sell 30 SV or more, you get extended, right? What I talked about before. On the red plan, because when you came in, you bought a product, right? When you bought product, you're active for 30 days. So on the red plan, once you buy a product and you're in loyalty membership, you're pretty good. On the blue plan, once you sell 30 SV, first 30 days you're active, and then within those 30 days before the end of it, you got to sell 30. So if you're not active, what happens is if you're not active, you do not keep the current volume, and you lose 10% of the carry forward. So let's say 201, you are not active. 201, you're not active, guess what? Obviously, if you're not active, you don't get paid. You got to be active to get paid. So the volume created in 201 was this. This was the actual volume created, right? No, sorry, that's not the actual one. The actual volume created was 10,000, 25,000. Guess what? You don't get paid because you're not active. And your carry forward, which you have, you minus 10%. You minus 10% of that. So 10% of 15,000 is 1,005, which makes this 15 minus 1,005 equals 1,350. So guess what? In 202, you have 13,500 carry forward. Now, let me do the numbers again. If you're not active in 201, the volume created of 10,000 left and 25,000, right? You're not paid because you're not active. Also, because you're not paid, it gets what we call flush. Flush means it gets erased, all right? Flush means get erased. So 10,000, 25,000, don't get paid, get erased. And your carry forward from the cycle before when you were active, you lose 10%. So 10%, 15,000 was carry forward, 10% becomes 1,350. So 202 is 1,350, and let's say you are active 202, and the new volume that's created left and right, you keep, and you get paid, and that's your carry forward there. So it's very important, guys, you always stay active. Now, one very important rule. In the blue plan, okay, I repeat, in the blue plan, you need, when you sign the CRP on the blue plan, you're active for 30 days, all right? You're active for 30 days. To remain accumulating carry forward, you need to sell, same with the red. Now, there's one little rule which I love. It is called the rule of becoming a team builder within 10 cycles for you to continue accumulating carry forward. So, if you join in period 200, okay, let's draw it over here, right, guys? So, in period 200, all right, team builder, you're not a team builder, you get carry forward, So, let's say you have your left leg and your right leg. So let's say your left leg, let's say you're on the right leg of your sponsor. So your right leg is your team leg. So let's say the volume is 0 and 100, right? Because how can this be a point? If this is a point, you're probably a team builder, right? So let's say 201, you're not a team builder. Now the volume went up again, let's say another 100. Let's just use an example. Every period for this example, there's 100 points generated on your team leg. Generally it's more, but let's just say 100. So now your carry forward is 200. So right leg carry forward. So 202, not a team builder, no volume, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 202, 203, all the way to 209. You have a, 1,000. Now, 209 is your 10th cycle. Remember, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209. Okay, because you have to include the first period, which is 200. Within those 10 periods or cycle, you need to become a team builder. If you're not, in the first 10, you keep the 10,000. Okay, if you're not active. So let's say period 210. That is your 11th period. If you're not a team builder, but you are active, okay, remember, at any time here, if you're not active, you don't keep the current volume, but you can, and you lose 10%. At any of this 200 to 209, if you're not active, you don't keep the current period, and you lose 10%. So for example, at 203, if I'm not active, I don't get that extra 100, so my carry forward 300, and you lose 10%, which is 30. So guess what? In 204, you have 270. You get it? 270. So that's it. But let's say you're active. No matter what, you are active. At 2010, if you're active, guess what? You don't get extra carry forward. You don't get any accumulated volume in 210. But at the same time, you don't lose the volume. So after 10 periods, whatever you accumulate and carry forward, that's all you get until you become a team builder. Now, what is a team builder, guys? It means that you brought in 2 team members left and right, which is very simple. Guys, all I have to say is, if you follow our system, our 557 system, you don't have to worry about all these little intricacies. You don't have to worry about all these little rules. If you just go out there and do the easy work, the necessary work, you don't have to worry about all these little tricksters. You don't have to worry about the commission caps. You don't have to worry about all that. But because this is a comp plan video, I need to tell you the rules so you know. So, guys, after 10 periods, become a team builder. You don't have to worry about this, but here's the rule. After 10 periods, guess what? You don't accumulate more carry forward if you're active. If you're not active, you lose the current cycle period volume, and you lose 10% of carry forward. So guys, to make it simple, just become a team builder. And in the 557, we say become a team builder within 48 hours. The company gives you 10 periods. 10 periods is, if it's weekly, it's 2.5 months. We have some bonus cycles, which I'll talk to you in a second, some bonus periods where we might extend a period for 2 weeks. Now, so that's that, guys. This is for the active status. I talked about the loyalty membership is very important. I talked about carry forward over here. The next thing I want to talk about is that we here at WORlD Global Network, we have a soft close. What is the difference between a hard close and a soft close? Is that most companies says by the end of the month, midnight, you have to put in all the volume. Or by Sunday night, midnight, you put in all the volume. In WORlD Global Network, we have what we call a soft close. Our soft close is 11:59 Monday night, Los Angeles Pacific Standard Time. So 11:59 p.m. Monday night or Tuesday morning. So at midnight Monday night, Tuesday morning, it's when we can close the period. We may close it exactly on that time. We may close it 20 minutes later. We may close it an hour later. We might extend it 24 hours. We might extend it 48 hours. We might extend it 3 days. We might even extend it an extra week. We don't know. The company holds the right to close it at any time after 11:59 p.m. Monday night Pacific Standard Time, Los Angeles time. But why do we do that? And this is one of the benefits of this comp plan. Because it is, in a way you don't know, it allows all of us, it allows me, allows my team members to keep on running. You never know when they extended a day or 3 days or a week. Why? We want you to have the mindset, this is a business. Work hard, keep on working hard, and it keeps consistency in your business. If you've been in a company where most companies based on monthly calendars for rank, guess what? Realistically, if you go off a calendar month, there's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1 year, there's 12 months, which means in 1 year, there's 12 closes. But here's the reality of it. In my experience, guys, 80% of the volume comes in the last week. 10% comes in the third week. About 7% comes in here, and 3% comes in here. So what does that really mean? Well, it's the beginning of the month. Yeah, I'll work a little bit later. Oh, it's still kind of in the beginning of the month. I'll just do a little bit. Oh man, it's getting towards the end of the month. Let's work a little bit harder. It's the last week. Let's work like crazy. And then what happens? Next month begin. Whew, that was a last week of the month. I'm taking the first week off. Hey, I'm taking the second week off. Oh, I better start working. Boom. Uh-oh, let's work again. So really, in most companies, there's 12 closes a year because there's 12 months in a year. But realistically, people work 1.5 weeks of that month. Of a 4 weeks month, most people work 1.5 weeks, which is 10 days. Right? Literally, the last 10 days is when the volume comes in. 10 days times 12 is 120 days. 120 days out of 360 is 1/3. So basically 2/3 of the year is doing nothing, no production. So there's no consistency. Your income is like this for the first 20 days and up and down for the last 10 days. So what did we do here in WORlD Global Network, guys? And it's a genius from Dr. Alessandro Senatori, is that 12 closes a year is no good. Let's make it 52 closes. Let's make it 52 closes a year. 52 closes a year, guys. I'm telling you, from the volume standpoint, if you continue working and continue building, this is one of the most stable compensation plan and commission payout that I've seen, especially for Natita and I, with our hard work and dedication to this company and to the work that we do. We work really hard. Our checks are very, very consistent. Why? Because it's weekly. We have leaders launching all the time. We're people launching the business. So you might invite 5 people to join, and person 1 can start this week, person 2 can start next week, person 3 can start a month from now. When everybody starts at different time, the volume comes in at different time. When it's based on a monthly, everybody comes in within that month and work in the last bit of the month. It comes back to that pattern. And if you don't hit your rank, you'll be like, oh, I have to wait a whole month to get a rank. Well, in WORlD Global Network, it is every week. Majority of our periods or cycle is weekly. Sometimes we have extra, and that's what we call a soft close. Now, commission payout, guys. I want to talk about commission payout. I wrote some notes here. In the commission payout, guys, what happens is when the cycle closes. So today is a Thursday. So our commission period ends. Whenever that commission period ends, so let's say the commission period ends on the first of the month, all right? Then we have the calculation, then we'll say expected pay date, all right? The expected pay date is 3 weeks. So guys, when you look in your back office, when the cycle ends, it'll give you an end date, and it'll say your commission payout will be 3 weeks from then. Why is it 3 weeks? Because of calculations to see if anyone want to do a refund. It's just how we do our mathematics. That's how we do the calculation. So at the end of the cycle, you have to wait 3 weeks for your commission. So let's say, it's $100 for your commission to go into what we call your into your wallet. Okay. Once the commission's in your wallet, you can keep it in your wallet. So you can either keep it in your wallet. Why? Because you use the money in the wallet to pay for your loyalty membership. You use the commission in your wallet to pay for, if someone gives you cash, when they buy the packages at payout, you can use your wallet to pay it. One thing I want to tell you about your loyalty membership, guys, do it right now. Make sure it's on auto pay, because you never want to not be active, right? When it's on auto pay, the first thing they do is they look for the commission in your wallet to pay for your loyalty membership. If there isn't enough, if there's no $59 there, guys, then guess what? They'll charge your credit card. Or you can go in there, that's a default setting. You can say, hey, always charge my credit card first. If my credit card don't work, go into my wallet. But by default, we go into wallet first, then credit card second. The other thing to note is the minimum that the company pays is 30 SV. If you are at 20%, that's $6. That's the minimum the company pays. I've seen companies where the minimum has to be 100, 200, 500 before they pay you. In WORlD Global Network is extremely fair. It's that 30 SV that they pay. So in the wallet, you can keep it, or you can put it into iPayout. And iPayout, you can go to your bank account, or it can go into a debit card. So it's a WORlD, WGN, WORlD Global Network debit card, or you can go to a bank. So once it comes in a wallet, you can keep it in your wallet, or you can let it go to iPayout. At iPayout, you can go to your bank account or to WORlD to your WORlD debit card. Now, this is the options available for most people. If you say to me, Chad, I don't see iPayout, or I don't see a bank, or I don't see some of these guys. Remember, we are open in 195 countries. I can't go through every country to share with you. But what I know is most people will have that WGN debit card for you to have, and you walk around with a debit card. So guys, that is your commission payout, guys. Expect it to be 3 weeks, and then from 3 weeks, guys, it takes basically, it goes in your wallet in 24 hours or less, actually less than 24 hours from the wallet. If you send it to iPayout, it is also about 24 hours. And once it's in iPayout, you send it to the bank. Depending on your bank account, it could be anywhere from 3 to 5 days plus, right? Because when iPayout send it to your bank, for it to show up in your bank, it could be 3 to 5 days. Some people have bank accounts which are small banks, so they actually have an intermediary major bank. So if that's the case, they have to go through a bank to a bank to a bank to you, so it might take longer. So it all depends on your bank. So the best case scenario is when you get paid out of a wallet, you send it to your bank. You can send it automatically. So in your wallet, ladies and gentlemen, you can decide to keep 100% of the commission in your wallet, or you can decide to automatically transfer the commission into your iPayout. In iPayout, you can keep it in iPayout, or you can say automatically send it to your bank, or you can say automatically send it into your debit card. There's some few auto features. If you keep everything automatic, guys, you should have it in your bank account in about 3 to 5 business days, right? About 3 to 5 business days, some quicker, some longer, just depending on the bank. So here's to talk about the commission payout. All right, let's talk about caps and compression. Well, let's do compression really simple. A lot of people say, hey, does this company, the dynamic compression, does this company has compression? Well, because we are one of the most compliant companies in this industry with the FTC, with rules and regulations, guess what? Dynamic compression is not really a reality in our compensation plan like other comp plans, because we are here to support the customer and give them every right and ability to build the business if they so want to. So do we have compression? Yes, we do. But it's not dynamic because you don't have a situation like other companies in terms of having a dynamic compression. So the answer is yes, but it is not dynamic. Now, commission caps. Well, let's go through here right now. So there's a few different caps. I want to talk about our network cap. That's really simple. WORlD pays out 50% every single period. So let's put it this way. If they collect $1 million in revenue, they will pay out a maximum of $500,000 in commissions. That's very fair. Some companies, they do 27%, 35%, 45%. We do 50%. Now, what happens if we go over the cap? So let's say we do $1 million, but we are supposed to pay out $600,000. We're supposed to pay out $600,000. What is the difference? Is that we've gone over the cap by 10%, right? Over the cap by 10%. So we're paying out 60% instead of 50%. So what happens is that this is a global cap that people get. So let's say if your commission for this this week is supposed to be, $100, because there is a cap of 10%, the company will pay you $90 instead of $100 because of the global 10%. Let me tell you something. We've been in this business. We've broken a lot of records, not just me, our leadership here. Nat and Chanita, our global master distributor, they're number 4 in the world, maybe higher by the time you see this. We have not touched the cap at all. The company has always been within the cap. Why? Because our compensation plan is incredible. We are not the standard same old network marketing company. We have a customer base that wants to buy this product, not for the income, because they want the product, right? Because that is a big thing. We can prove. If you go to WORlDGN.com and down the bottom click on the income disclosure and the average earn chart, you will see that we have a much higher percentage of customers than distributors. That's very important to note. A lot of companies can't prove that or show that. Here in WORlD Global Network, not only can we prove it and show it, we have it, and we are a publicly traded company, so it's all there. So now when you have a bigger customer base than distributor, what does that mean? It means that there's more profits to pay out for distributors, and that's why I've never seen the cap come into place. I've never seen a cap come into place. Now, for everyone out there who wants to game the system, who wants to manipulate it in a wrong way, meaning that you want to do it in a way where you don't do it in a very honest way. And if you don't know what that means, okay, if you know what it means, I'm talking to you. What the company will do is that if they find a person that tries to manipulate the compensation plan for their benefit, which will hurt the rest of the field, then guess what? The company has algorithms to look out for people exactly like you, if you're one of those people. So let's say you collected millions of dollars and you created a payout where everybody got paid out the max. The algorithm in our company will know that. And because of you manipulating the system, you make us pay over 50%, right? Guess what? If this is the case, because of you manipulating the system, this 10% will only be taken from your commission, nobody else's. So guys, if you're out there, like I said earlier, if you just follow the system, build a nice business you're supposed to build, you'll get the best payout, you won't be affected by all these little things. But if you try to be tricky and try to manipulate, the company has algorithms to look for people like you, because if you don't do it correctly, you're hurting the people who does. And I love this company that we have an algorithm where if you hurt the company where you put us over the cap, the people who's building it like properly, the way they should build it, they won't be affected their commissions. Only you, your group will get the cap. So when I heard that, I was like, wow, this company is amazing. So that is the network cap, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing I want to talk about is our team volume commission cap. What is our team volume commission cap, ladies and gentlemen? Based on your title or your rank, there's certain caps. So as a team member partner, meaning that you earn 10% in the binary, the maximum you can earn per period is $500. So what does that mean, guys? Get to Team Builder Executive ASAP. Because as a team member executive, you are at 20%, and your maximum is $50,000 per period, per business center, which is incredible, which means that your maximum would be, if it's 3 business centers, $150,000 per week if you're team member executive. That's why follow the 557 system, become a team member executive ASAP. Now, the next for TVC cap, from there on, once you're team member executive, all the way to PM, there's no cap, it's 50. Once you are a double president millionaire, your cap is at 100,000 per cycle, per business center, 1 business center, or 300,000 for 3 business center. At a grand president millionaire, your cap is 200,000 per business center if there's 1, and if you're 3, it's 600,000 for 3 business center. This here, guys, is amazing in the industry. Team member partner is 500. Team member executive 50,000, all the way to president millionaire 50,000. Only once you're at double president millionaire grand, your cap's at 100 and 200,000, guys. This is phenomenal. So this is what we call the TVC cap. The next I want to share with you is what we call our matching bonus cap. Our matching bonus. So matching bonus cap. Why do we have caps in place, guys? The caps in place is to protect you and your business long term, because the company does not want to pay commissions. I don't say pay. The company does not want to. The company does not want to overpay someone for not doing anything. If you do business, guess what? You get paid. You should get paid. But if you're there doing nothing, we have to put some measures in place to make sure that we have a healthy company for the long term. So, as a silver means that you have 100 points on your lesser leg, which is, come on guys, 100 points. At a silver, your maximum cap is $400 in terms of matching. And matching is down here. I'm going to talk about the bonus 5. So the most you can earn from matching if you are silver is $400. As a gold means on your lesser leg you have 1,000 points. Your maximum is $1,000. $1,000. And at platinum, it means that you have 5,000 SV in your lesser leg. Your maximum cap is $2,000. Once you are a diamond and above, no restrictions. You're ready to run like the wind. So guys, all this means is that if you come in and you don't build the business, only build a business 100 points on the lesser leg, which is like 1 hilo. Maximum you can match is 400, 1,000, 1,000, 5,000 is 2,000. But once you are a diamond and above, your maximum you can cap out as much as you want. So this is just a matching bonus cap. The one before that is team volume commission. So like I said, if you go out there and follow our 557 system, the 557 training is at cnworldgn.com. You go to cnworldgn.com, click on training. There's a 557. If you follow our system, follow the steps, you don't have to worry about any caps. I'm telling you that. But this is just kind of the detail for people to know. Now let's go into the bonuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, go into your back office, click on the member kit, and look at the compensation plan that pertains to you. Now, once again, go to the country list, see if you're a red plan 100, 500, or a blue plan 100, 500. You have to see which country you're in. Also at cnworldgn.com, if you click on downloads, I have it on the front office under downloads. You can click the country pay plan list. You can click which pay plan refers to you. You can download the pay plan for you. And also we've created the PowerPoint slides with video embedded and without video embedded at cnworldgn for you to download as well, cnworldgn.com. So once again guys, those files at cnworldgn.com is our interpretation of it. Once again, always check with your back office to have the latest information. So what is Fast Start? Really simple. If you are a team member, you earn Fast Start commission, which is at 10%. What does that mean? If you sell something to me at $500, 10% equals $50. So your Fast Start commission is 10%, which is $50. If you sell me the loyalty membership is $59. 10% of that is $6. So you get a $6 Fast Start. We say here in WORlD Global Network, we have a unlimited Fast Start. Most companies only pay you Fast Start once. If you brought me into another company, you get a Fast Start bonus one time and that's it. In WORlD Global Network, we let you double dip, which means that every single purchase that I buy, let's say you sponsored me into business, every time I buy something, you get a 10% Fast Start plus a structure payout. So with a loyalty membership, there is a 30 SV that goes into the structure payout, which is 10% or 20% the TVC, right, team volume commission. But also because it costs $59, you have a Fast Start at 10%, you earn $6. So here is the double dipping, the structure payout, and the Fast Start, and it goes on every single time. It's unlimited. Most companies just one time. Here is unlimited. Now, what does it mean to become a team member? All right, what does it mean to become a team member? Well, a team member has different requirements. you need to go into your back office and see what it means. Now, on a red plan, a team member means that someone buys a product. Now, how much? If you are on the red plan at $250, $500, well, you need to buy at least $250 or a package to be a team member. If you are on the $100, $500 red plan, you need to buy at least $100 to be a team member. If you're on the $60 to $50, you need to buy at least $60 to be a team member, depending on the country you're in. On a blue plan, to become a team member, you got to sign a CRP. Now, to earn the fast start, once you sign a CRP, you need to sell, right? So if you sell me a family pack, which is a 500 points, 500 SV, you earn the fast start of 10%. At the moment, a family pack is $13.49. 10% fast start of that is $135 is your fast start bonus. So a team member in a red and blue plan is as such. Now, to be a team member for the purpose of becoming what we call dual team qualified, you need to be a team member, and let's see what's the actual words they use here, because I want to make sure that it's correct. Referring to the document here, guys, as all of you should refer to. Perfect. So that is very important. So in a blue plan and a red plan, here we go. So that's to become a team member. Look at the country you're in, refer to the document, to what it means for you to become a team member in that. So that's what it takes to become a team member on a red plan, by purchasing those packs based on that lesser number minimum to become a team member. On the blue is by doing a CRP, and when you sell, you earn that 10%. That's how we do with the fast start 10%. So next, and the bonus 2 is called team volume commission. In bonus 2, team volume commission, depending if you are a team member executive, I'm going to go over here. They use the word here, team partner volume. So if you are a team member executive, you are at 10%. You are if you are a team member partner, you are at 10%. If you are a team member executive, you are at 20%. This is for the red plan. Now for the blue plan, depending, if you are the blue 100, 500, or on the 60 to 50. So what this means, guys, if you sell 100 left and right, your team member partner. Team in this case, team builder, your team builder partner, because you're a team builder, at least 100 left and right, you're at 10%. If you're on a country comp plan with 60 to 50, if you sell 60 left, 60 right, you are a team builder partner. If you sell 500 left, 500 right, accumulative, you're a team builder executive. Over here, 250 left and right, you're team builder executive. So team builder executive, you earn 20%. Here you earn 10%. All right, guys. So this is the difference between the blue plan and the red plan, how to get 10% and 20% depending on team builder partner or team builder executive. Also, guys, I showed you the carry forward and how we pay the dual team up on number 3. Rewind it to go back to that, because that's all I want to share with you. How what bonus 2 means is to become a team, to earn team volume commission. It means to become a team builder. Now, team developer, guys, team developer, TD, means that you have a team builder on the left and a team builder on the right. Now, what is a team builder? You need to refer to the country they're in. So for example, if this team builder is in Mexico, okay, in Mexico it's a 60 to 50 plan. So which means that if this person sign up a person from Mexico on the 60 and another person from Mexico on the 60, yes, he is a team builder. But let's say this person is on this is Mexico, which is blue plan, is on the USA blue plan, and the USA blue plan is 100, 500. If this US person sign up a US person here on a family pack, that's 500, okay? But he signed up here a Mexican person on 60, he is not a team builder, because a team builder in the US plan is 100 left and 100 right. Even though that this gentleman is a team member in Mexico, but according to this person in the US, it needs to be 100 left and 100 right. So if he signs someone on a red plan, okay, so let's say he signed up this person in Thailand and he comes in with the pack with 250 from Thailand, right? So this is TH for Thailand. Yes, he's a team builder because in the US, 100 left and 100 right. In this case, he has 500 and 250. Perfect. He's at 10% right now. Let's say he signed up another person from Thailand at that 250. Guess what? This is both his first generation. The total sum of his connected is over 500. Now he's at 20%. So guys, to become a team developer is very important, because a team developer means you have a team builder left, team builder right, and always follow the rules. What does it mean to become a team developer? All it means is that you have a personal team builder left, a personal team builder right. Now, what does it become to become a team builder? You got to look at the country list to look at your requirements out there to see what makes you a team builder, as I stated before. Next is the money box. The thing I love about the money box, guys, the money box, so I've done this, I've done this. Let's go to the money box. So for the money box, ladies and gentlemen, what it does is it looks at your left leg volume and your right leg volume, okay? If you did 10,000 and you did 13,000, what the money box does, it takes the lesser of the two, 1% of the lesser two, and it puts it on the money box. So what is 1% of 10,000? Equals $100. So you have $100. So let's say this is period number 200. Then period 201. Let's say he did 15,000 points on the left and 20,000 points on the right. This is the lesser of the two. 1% of the lesser is $150. Now that goes into here. $150. Now your money box has $250. Now, if you are active for 12 consecutive months, whatever you accumulate in your money box, you get. So maybe at the end of 12 consecutive months, you have $10,000. Well, guess what? At the end of 12 consecutive months of being active, you get that whatever's in your money box. That's why we say our team owned commission, we pay you 21%, 20% up front, and that 1% is accumulated over 12 months. On your 12th month, the money in the money box is given to you. And then it resets again for another 12 months. This is really good for retention leaders out there, amazing. And to pay 21% is a lot. I've seen other companies where they say, oh, we pay you 10%, but 7% now and 3% in 12 months if you stay active. No, we don't do it like that. We pay you 20% now and that extra 1% later. So we've completed the money box. Next is recognition. Let's go into the recognition bonus. Recognition bonus, guys, is really simple. It just means that you got to hit the rank requirement for that period. Like I said, most period is a week. And if you get that number on your lesser leg, you are that rank. Most important, guys, you must, and I repeat, you must be a team developer for you to have the ability to reach ranks. You cannot have the volume without the team developer rank for you to earn rank. So sometimes, and this situation has actually happened more than I like, is that someone goes, hey, I got 10,000 on my lesser leg, I'm a diamond. But they weren't a team developer. They were a team builder, but they weren't a team developer. And because of that, they had the volume but not the structure. Now, what is a team developer? As I showed you earlier, team developer is you build team builder left and a team builder right. You're a team developer. You only have to do this one time. There's no requalifications needed. Become a team developer and you're done in terms of structure. There's no more requalification whatsoever. Even if this team builder leaves, this team builder leaves, you don't need to create 2 more team builders. You hit the team developer rank one time and you are done. You don't have to ever do it again. So follow the 5-5-7 system and become a team developer within your first 7 days and you're done. You don't have to worry about all this. Once again, we're going through these steps, but for people who follow a system, you don't have to really worry about it. So the money box is good. And a recognition bonus, we just talked about, you got to become a team developer before you hit the volume on the right. So I'm just looking at a volume chart right now. If you're looking in your back office, silver is 100, gold is 2,000, platinum is 5,000. All those numbers and those rank you can only achieve once again if you are a team developer. Now this is based on a cycle. So a diamond's 10,000 points. That is in a cycle on both legs, meaning that if your lesser leg's 10,000, guess what? Your strong leg has to have at least 10,000, right? So some people think to be a grand president millionaire, you need 1 million points. That could be difficult, but I'm telling you, we are in a different category in direct sales and network marketing. You know, direct sales and network marketing is about 80 years old. It did about $186 billion in revenue last year. It's really, really big. It's bigger than NBA, NFL, the movie industry, music industry combined. But where we have moved into, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call the online social selling. Online social selling is only about 15 years old. Last year did about $2.2 trillion. So you look at 2.2 trillion, 15 years old, and 186 billion, 80 year old, you can see why we are much faster, because we are one of the only companies in this industry that I believe has been able to transition from the old way of doing things into the new way. What is the new way? Online, social media. People want to make quick decisions by watching a 2-minute commercial and say, hey, at the end of this 2 minutes, I am in or I'm out. So I just went through the recognition. Let's go into the matching bonus right now. So matching bonus is really simple, guys. If you look at a chart in the back office, if you look at a comp plan, each rank that you reach, it's a number of matching. So at a silver, you get 10% on your first generation. No second generation. As a gold, 10% and 5%. So the higher rank you are, the more percentage you get. Just refer to that document. So let me explain to you what's generation 1. So if you introduce me to the business, it's like a family tree, guys, like a family tree. So this is you, and this is a family tree. You have 5 people into the business. Guess what? These 5 people are what I call your generation 1. If this person here has 3 kids, they're your generation 2. If this person here decide to have a lot of kids, you know what? Let's say they have 6 kids. This is your generation 3. So these are how we determine generations in WORlD Global Network. Now let's go to the car bonus. Really simple car bonus. If you are a diamond, 4 consecutive cycles in a row, 4 consecutive periods in a row, you get to get $1,000 car. $1,000 towards your new car, or if you have a luxury car, you get that too. So what happens is once you reach diamond 4 consecutive periods or cycles in a row, you get an email from the company. If you don't receive the email within, let's say, a week, let your upline president know and they will just notify them and you'll get an email shortly. So that's really cool. Diamond trips, guys. To earn the diamond trip, guys, you need to know what the diamond qualifications. I just want you to know, to let people, just because you're a diamond does not automatically qualify you for the diamond trip. It can, it may, but you need to know when the next diamond trip and see what the qualifications is. The next diamond trip could be in Asia, and maybe that is only for the people in Asia, and the qualification could be between periods 200 and 205, hit diamond twice, you get to go. Or that's for Asia. Maybe in the US, they say, hey, in the US, this is the diamond trip qualification. Within period 200 and 230, hit diamond once, you get whatever it is. Look for what the diamond qualification trips are at each trip, and just follow it. So don't think that you hit diamond once, you get to go on all the trips. Every trip has certain qualifications, because as you know, we are growing so fast. And it's hard to find a resort that can fit hundreds, if not thousands of diamonds. So we have to have that qualification for you. You might hit diamond once. Doesn't mean that for the next 50 years, the company will pay for a holiday for you. It's based on your current results, so that we can, incentivize you for what you do currently. So anyway, that's the diamond trip. Luxury bonus, guys. If you look luxury bonus, when you hit the rank of president, they'll give you a watch, not this one. If you hit a rank of President Millionaire, they give you a President Millionaire watch. This is the President Millionaire watch. Really cool. And what they do is they look at the name on the account. If there's one name on the account, you get one watch. If there's two names on the account, they get two watches. Now, if your name is on the account and your spouse isn't, your spouse does not get to go on the trips or get the watches. Why? Because what happens if there's two business partners? Let's say there's me and Bob. We're business partners. We join. It doesn't mean automatically our spouses get to go too. That's not fair. So make sure that you put whoever that person should be on your co-applicant in the back office, so that you and the co-applicant can benefit on the watches, on the trips, and so on and so forth. That's very important. So also what they give in luxury bonus is there's rings. My wife and I got awarded this ring about 7, 8 months after we joined the business. This is a $3 million ring, which means during that period we earned in excess of $3 million. Practicality dictates that obviously this takes hard work and dedication to earn this kind of income. Guys, go out there and work as hard as my wife and I work, and guess what? You have the ability to earn that. So guys, work hard, and the sky is the limit. So that's the luxury bonus. The Millionaire Club, guys, the Millionaire Club is really cool. Once you become a President Millionaire, we have our President Millionaire trips. Once again, like the diamond trip, see what it takes to qualify to go to a President Millionaire trips. And you know what? The company will just shower you with luxury. And as a President Millionaire, obviously you get first to know some certain news that we know right now that I know you want to know. And finally, that 1% bonus, the PM bonus. I love this, guys. A lot of people don't know this, guys, but here's what it is. Every period or every cycle, if it's a 7-day period, or it could be a 2-week cycle, at the end of that cycle period, whatever the global revenue is, global revenue. So if you are only building in the US, guess what? The President Millionaire 1% pool is global revenue. So even the revenue that's created in Japan, in Russia, wherever it is, you will benefit from it. Why? Because what the company do, it'll take, if we did 10 million in total company revenue, 1% of 10 million is 10,000, right? Is it 10,000 minus 2 zeros? Oh, it's 100,000. 100,000 is divided by the current qualified President Millionaire. So in this cycle, 1% is 100,000, and if there's 5 qualified PMs this cycle, then each PM will get $20,000, each President Millionaire. We do this not once a month, we do this every period. Some companies have something similar to this, where at the end of the quarter, they give you this bonus and they pay you out at the end of the next quarter. No, in WORlD Global Network, guys, what we do is really simple. At the end of every period, we see what the PM 1% is, and they pay you that week. So at the end of this week, you get it, and it goes along what I taught earlier, where your commission's paid out, expected pay date would be 3 weeks, and so on and so forth. So this is every period. 1% is shared with all the President Millionaires. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is a longer video, but I had to go through some of this, guys, to share with you more details about the compensation plan. I know a lot of you out there want to know about this, but let me tell you one thing before I go. Do not analyze till you get paralyzed. The team and I didn't know any of this stuff. We just went out there, shared the vision, shared the product, share the comp plan, share the business, and we built it. You don't get caught up in the little details, because guess what? It's going to hold you back. Your team is a duplication of you. If you spent the first week knowing everything, guess what? Your team will do that. And guess what? It's called slowing yourself down. Guys, we have incredible success right now. Get out there, follow the 557 system, connect to our weekly team calls and trainings and WBOs. Make sure you subscribe to cnworldgn.com so you get everything. And guys, Natia and I, we're looking forward to see you at the next event. Guys, remember, this is just not another company, it's a movement. My name is Chad Chong, and I am 100% a world changer. Love you guys. See you in the next live event. Bye.
Income disclosure notice. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a WORlD Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. WORlD Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.